Hey guys, it's Bowler Forever here, and this is episode 4 of A Blog in the Car. Today's episode, I want to talk about, well, parking in a garage or even out in the street at a parking meter. You know how you get really nervous about how you park on the streets? You don't know how far away you are from another car or even the concrete barrier in front of me. Right now, I'm about foot and a half away from the barrier. Because a few months ago, I actually bumped a concrete barrier, parking in a parking lot with a barrier in front of me, and I ended up bumping it and denting my license plate. Thankfully, that was all that was damaged, and I could easily just tap that back in, just tap it, straighten it out. Not that hard to do. But in order for me to not do that again, I'm simply parking farther away from it. As you can tell, I am in a parking garage. As you can tell from the background behind me, it's just the roof is like it is how it should be for a parking garage. And if I can pick up my MacBook, I'll show you the concrete barrier. There it is, right in front of me, along with the an elevator sign and a fire alarm. Excuse me. So how many of you guys who drive have ended up bumping into one of those and denting your license plate or even your bumper, which could cost you big bucks? And if you have, what'd you learn from it? I mean, I was lucky enough just to have a dented license plate, and I can just get a hammer and just tap it back in for nothing, compared to damaging the bumper and costing you a couple $100, or even a few $100 just to get rid of that bumper dent, which almost everyone around here seems to have one of those, and it's fairly common because, you don't know how far away. You don't know how far away. You don't know how far away you are from the bumper or even another car. And if you bump another car, you're screwed. Because if you damage their car, it's on your bill. Because it's your fault. So, how do you deal with stuff like this? Well, for me, I never park in a parking meter. Especially since I'm in college now, because, I park for free. I can park for free because I go to college nearby, and that college has an ordinance with the city where we can just get our ticket validated and we can zip out of the parking garages for free. See, I have my ticket right here as proof. If I could, I would show you the verification, but I don't know if it's illegal. So you're on that one. So how about parking out in parking spots where you have to, parallel park? You have to go in, back up, straighten yourself out, make sure you're not going to hit the curb, and make sure you're parked perfectly in there, and you drop your money in the meter. Of course, we can't do that because the meters aren't free for us. We still have to pay our quarters, but I've never had to do that yet. If anything, I'll just park in the garage and get my ticket validated at the college. It's as simple as that. Ooh, pardon me. So how do you guys get out of a sticky situation like that? Especially if you're parked between two cars. Well, there's a car in front of you, let's say that, and you're pretty close to that car, but of course you're a little bit farther back. Say you're right there in that little bridge. But say someone decides to pull in behind you, and they get wicked close to your car. And I mean wicked close. Like maybe about that close to your bumper. Almost tapping it. How are you going to get out of that? Especially if that person in front of you pulls out, someone else pulls in, they're wicked close to you, you can't get out. You're screwed either way. You're going to have to somehow get the cops or someone to get their car out of the way so that you can get out. Or if you can, try and find the owner of that car and tell them to move up a bit so you can get out. Have you Ever been in that situation? Me, I haven't. Thank goodness, because I don't want to. And if I do, I just won't, I'll just, I don't know what I do, honestly. Since, well, I've only been driving for a year and a half, and I've had my license for, well, actually, I've been driving for 2 years next month, and I've had my license for, let's see, year and 5 months. So that's not bad. That's not bad at all. Alright. Yeah, it was a year, 5 months. So, what do you guys do when you, park? Where do you park? Do you park in a garage and, just pay the extra money? Or do you just simply, hope and pray and park at the meter, drop the quarters in, and hope that no one hits your car? Well, with me, of course, I just stay in the garage because it's free for me. So what do you do? What do you do when you park? Where do you park? Do you walk? Do you take other modes of transportation? What is easier for you when you drive to the city? Give me your opinion. Comment, rate if you like. If you like my video, subscribe. You can always find me here. I'm putting videos up almost every day of a blog in the car. Ta-da. So, I'm just going to close out this video now, and I'll see you guys later. And remember, always wear your seatbelt, don't drive fast, and watch your brakes. And watch for the cops, too.